Atikamehe, Sky People. I see that you have returned to hear more of the tale of the lost children of the Sarentu and the rise of the great Oroitkan of their kind, the one who would return song and story to the people. I still remember when I first laid eyes upon the dyes and weaves of the Arane. So beautiful it was as if Ewa was speaking through the colors themselves. But they were not fighters. They were not warriors. They were weavers of silk and of color. But even in the most dire of times, those who do not fight must be ready to defend what they love at the face of those that have no love.
You, stranger! I've not seen your kind before. What clan are you?
They look odd.
Adua invited me here to see her father.
What's that on your face?
It is the mark of the Sarentu. And yet the Sarentu we once knew did not defy Ewa with scraps from the Sky People.
It's all I know. They stole us when we were children.
They have stolen many things. You were gone a long time. And you are young. Has your spirit been molded by the Sky People? Or do you remember the ways of your clan?
Shoo! Put that away. Sharp eyes. A Sarentu's gaze. But yours is heavy. Let Home Tree be a refuge from your burdens. We will put some color in your cheeks. Or in your clothes at the very least. You will pick up the threads of your people here. Oh, how I miss their stories. They loved our silk harvest, the sweet smell of dye mayauntu. Katnat, let me take the Sarentu. The poor child knows nothing of our ways.
Go. We will speak more when you are settled.
I really must speak more with Atua's father about the resistance.
Later, my Yaundu. Here's our Uluk Ektan, our clan's leader. Let us clean you up a bit first. You would frighten the hide off an Angsik looking like that. Besides, I would not mention those Sky People if I were you. They are nothing but trouble, and Katnat does not like trouble. Let me show you off a bit instead, hmm? Will you allow me that? It has been an age since we had Sarentu around here. Your people certainly made life more interesting. One time, they told us a tale about the rare mating rituals of the giant Zakru. Apparently, it can take days. But there will be time for that later. Our great tree has many stories, lived many lives, hosted your ancestors as our guest before you. And there was not one Sarentu who could resist how our dyes dance. Come, see my weavers. Koranu, my dear, let us see your latest. Gorgeous silk, is it not? Not as sturdy as it once was, not since the Kinglor flowers closed. But still, you will not find better. Stronger than Zakru will, I promise you that. And you know how the Zezwa love to brag. Koranu is quite the weaver. She will help you out. Anything you need.
Yes, please take my mind off this. I've been working on it for hours, and it's still not quite where I want it.
You see, now is the time for beauty, for art. Speaking of which...
Everyone.
Relun!
Finally decided to grace me with your presence, have you?
And with a Sarentu, no less. Exciting, is it not?
Another lost soul for you to guide over the rocky ravines of life. Betterment awaits, Sarentu.
Ah, still cross, I see.
If you are smart, you will not let this one fill your head with silk and dye. The heart of the Arane is taste.
Well, hey everybody! Did you know that asianfahzagamer has a Patreon?
That's right, and Random Skull is here to help tell you about it.
And that's right, we're doing this announcement together.
And when you subscribe to Patreon, you get to see content early, and of course make requests for content on YouTube, and even on Twitch and TikTok. It's all up to you!
And of course, if you want to support asianfahzagamer, check out these links. And of course, there are also links in the link tree.
And remember, when you subscribe to Patreon, you can also leave a message saying that Random Skull is better than Mr. Announcer.
Now, was that even really necessary?
Relun is a prickly one, but he is the very best cook. He knows it too. And here, my dear friend, Kitangi.
Nafika, taking the Sarentu under your wing already?
A necessity, I should think. Look at these clothes. Pitiful. Rough and prickly like a hermit bud. You lack the grace of your ancestors. They knew how to dress.
Rough and prickly is what I'm used to.
Well, now you will shine brightly. Rival the rainforest with our collars, my Houndu. Our silk will serve you well. Strengthened with Sturmbeast hide, it will stop you from getting chewed up out there. Or at least, you will be hard to swallow.
Sturmbeast? Can this child track? I've done okay so far. Okay? What do we think of okay? Do you thrive on okay, child? Or do you only survive?
Itu is on a hunt. I'm sure he will make a fine guide.
Indeed, if you can find him. There is a hunting camp near the water. Itu will be there. But do not upset his hunt. He will not thank you for that.
Go on, my Houndu. A respectful hunt will show Katnat you remember the ways of the people. There is no need to rush yourself, child. Go now if you want, but stay and enjoy our beautiful silk harvest if you need a little rest. No Arana here would begrudge you that.
I could start again.
Have you seen
I would lose a
Vuan?
day, but
I am
it
worried
will be
about
worth
her.
it.
Home tree aches. It cannot hold so many kinlor in the nest.
Ewa will open their flowers again. They will nest.
Shotlek, I made it to the Aranahe. You weren't wrong about them. But one of them took me in. Nafika. She thinks I can impress Katnat if I show him I can hunt properly.
They sent you on a hunt? I should have showed you how myself.
It's okay. Nafika said one of their hunters might show me how. Itu.
Be careful. You do not need to prove yourself to them. You are Sarentu, and Kanan should honor that. Come back to HQ anytime you like, all right? You are not alone, and there is much to do here.
And it would be so that this young Sarentu could reconnect with Ewa and the people, that he must undergo a rite of passage, his first hunt, so that he may speak to Katnat with courage, as one of the people, as one who has not completely lost their way.
Ikran is beautiful.
My Zome, for her no wind is too strong, no challenge too great. We hunt with heart, in harmony. Are you here to admire us? I would not fault you for that.
No, I'm looking for Itu.
My name has reached other clans. Even lost ones. Let me guess, Nafika sent you to me. She wants me to teach. Boring, I say. To be safe at home tree, telling the little ones of Hans, of adventure. They would not understand. What does danger mean to those who have only known safety? Zome and I tear through the skies together, our hearts pounding, our senses on fire. That rush makes us strong, fearless, the best hunters.
Nafika did say you were hunting Sternbeast. Can I join?
Is that what you are after? Are you a good hunter?
I was never taught how.
Never taught how? What have your people been doing all these years? Did you find a land without hunting? A place where creatures lay down to die willingly? See there. Young hunters practice on targets first. Practice, or it will be the Sternbeast hunting you. You can hit a static target at least. Not bad. At least your thanks will have meaning.
My thanks?
Are you serious? What have your people been doing? What kind of life have you lived?
It's a long story.
If I wanted to hear a long story, I would be at home. Each time you hunt, you must take a life. And so you must thank your sister or brother for their gifts as they return to the Great Mother. I see you. Your spirit goes to Ewa and your body stays to become part of the people. Thank you for these gifts. This way you let her ascend to the ancestors. Remember that, and do not waste the gifts you receive.
The gifts. Right.
The hide, the meat. You know what to do with them? Nefika will show you. Go on. You do not need me to hold your hand.
And so would begin the young Sarentu's first hunt, to reconnect with the people and hunt the great Sternbeast, the Tali Olang, a mighty creature that has fed the people of the forest for many generations.
I see you. Your spirit goes to Ewa, and your body stays to become part of the people. Thank you for these gifts. Thank you for these gifts.
The bacon.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, here I go. Come to look down your nose at me, have you?
Now, you know how I love your food. But I stand by what I said before. It is not exactly art, is it?
I swear to you, one bite of yovo grilled in sari seeds, and you would be begging me for the recipe.
A beggar I will never be, Relun, darling.
I have some meat from my hunt. Nafika said you...
You sent this forlorn miscreant to bother me? Everything is a joke, as usual.
She said you're the best cook.
Ah! The child knows how to charm.
And honesty from you, Nafika. I suppose that is typical of her tactics. She thinks flattery will get her everywhere.
Come. Leave the grump for later. Now we turn to more serious arts.
Is there something wrong with your home tree? Edua said it suffers.
The Kinglor are uneasy. We have provided for them since their flowers closed, but their numbers are too many. Gatnat would prefer Edua to focus all her energies on them. But I think that child does her best. Now pay attention. Gatnat should see you still have some Na'vi skill, and I should like to see it myself.
It would go well with this.
Etua is right. The Sky People are scum.
Are you a hunter? We are not some brawling Zeswa. Etua should know better.
Poor creatures of the forest walk and walk and
I'm
find
worried about
nothing
her.
to sustain them.
Daewoo tries to help, but he makes things worse.
I am worried, and you should be too.
Try to mix the nectar with a touch of shell fruit juice.
Pressed, or do you grind the pulp?
Nefika has had her way. Now you look more like the Sarentu we remember. The loss of your people pains us. We valued their counsel, but we know you are not here to offer their wisdom.
The Sky People. The Resistance fights them, but they can't do it alone.
This is why you have come. You stand in the heart of our home tree. Its warm embrace. Even you, lost one, must feel it. And you ask me to bring war here? No.
They bring war with them. Please.
We Aranahe do not seek conflict. And yet you goad us, desperate for a fight. Do you remember your family?
A little. My mother. Her smile. Her warmth.
Did you see her die? Did she smile at you then helpless, desperate to reassure you? Have you seen Ewa's light leave someone you love?
Well, you certainly made an impression. Gatnat is not easily rattled. Be careful, my Auntu.
I wasn't trying to anger him.
Keep your chin up. Pay a visit to the very top of our tree. Our Tsahik is back.
That day, Gatnat's words spoke need. But the truth was, Gatnat knew that even though he wished to survive, even though he wished to save his people from suffering, he knew the Sky People would bring suffering to them. But even so, even in the face of the young Sarentu who was hopeful, Gatnat was fearful. But there was still hope. What the young Sarentu will do, well, we'll speak of that another day.
Well then everybody, that's another video down. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I do appreciate your view and your time. And if y'all want to join in on the content and the fun, please do check out these links right here. We've got merch, we've got a Patreon, and we've got so much more. Alrighty then y'all, have a good one, and bye-bye.
And by the simple fact that heat must always rise, let us link our hearts and hands as we take unto the sky.